Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. I'm going to start this new series on Python for beginners from this video. So where I'm going to start is I'm going to start with the very basics, that is installing Python in Windows and Linux. Uh, in the next video, uh, I'm going to mainly talk about the interactive development environments, and then we will look at various topics in Python, starting from how do you define variables and constants in Python. So if you're interested in learning Python, please subscribe to this channel. Let's start with our first video on how to install Python. I'm going to start with Windows first. So natively on Windows, Python is not installed by default, but you can install it by downloading Python directly from the Python website, or you can simply open command window and just say Python. So when you say Python, if it is installed, it will just run. Otherwise, if it's not installed, then it will automatically open the Microsoft Store and it will show you the option to install the latest version of Python. So this is on Windows 11. So you can also search Python in the Microsoft Store, and whichever version of Python you want to install, you can install from the store as well, even the release candidate. So let's install Python 3.11, which is the latest stable uh, release of Python. So once it's installed, we can go back to the command window and type Python again. And you can see now it's installed and you can run Python commands. The only problem here is that it has only installed the vanilla version of Python and you do not have any packages installed. So if you want to import, for example, NumPy, which is one of the basic Python packages you need to run various programs, it's not installed by default. So you can also install, or you can install these by running commands like pip. So now I've got NumPy installed on my local Python environment. So if I say Python now again, now I can import NumPy as np. I can print the NumPy version as well. So this is the latest version of NumPy. Now there are two problems here. First of all, we have a single version of Python installed in the base environment on Windows. So if you want to install a different version of Python, if I've got a code which is compatible with Python 3.8 or 3.9, it might not work on 3.11. So I may have to create a separate virtual environment in that case. And then the second problem we have is that for each package, we need to install it separately. So there are other ways to install Python as well with the help of tools like Anaconda and Miniconda. Let's have a look at those. If you look at Anaconda first of all, so Anaconda comes with pre-built packages. There are many packages which are built into Anaconda. So if you download Anaconda, they claim thousands of fundamental packages which you need for machine learning, data science, and AI. Most of these packages basically don't even need them. You only need a handful of these packages. So you can download it on Windows, or you can also download these for other operating systems as well. Anaconda has recently started this Anaconda Cloud as well, which can be used for development purposes, but we can talk about this in the next video when we talk about interactive development environments. So we can download Anaconda, but this is quite a big download. So as you can see, this is 1 GB of download, and if we install Anaconda, this is going to take a huge amount of resources. And as I said, most of the packages which come with pre-built with Anaconda, we don't even need them. So there is another option as well, which is Miniconda, which is again uh, a version of Anaconda where you only get the Conda installed, not all the packages which come with Anaconda, but you can install these packages separately. Miniconda is again available with for Windows, but here I'm going to download for Linux just to show how to install this on Linux as well. So let's download this for Linux. We can download the sh file and then go to our command window. Um, I'm going to run WSL here. If you're not aware of WSL, please look at my previous video. I'm just going to put the link of that at the top. So this is Ubuntu 20.04 here. So I can install Miniconda here using the command bash Miniconda, the file which I downloaded, the sh file which I downloaded. So let's run this command. So it will ask me to read through the license agreement. I'm going to accept the license, and then it is going to ask where you want the install location to be. So if I just press enter, it will install it in my home directory. Okay, so once it's installed, it is going to ask if you wish the installer to initialize Miniconda when you start uh, WSL. Mainly, I use WSL for development purposes, so that's why this is a better option for me. So what it's going to do is it's going to modify my bash RC. So if I exit and run WSL again, you can see I'm in the base environment for Conda. So I can see that I installed Python 3.11 version of Miniconda, so that's where it's running. Now, what I can do is I can create virtual environments. For example, I can say Conda create an, let's say I have a base development environment I want to create for Python 3.9. So I can say this name is optional, so I can name it anything. Here I'm giving it a name base dash dev dash 3.9. But this is important, so I can say I want Python 3.9 here. You can also create environments using the YAML files if you already had a Conda environment, so you can just reproduce those environments easily. We'll have a look at that as well in one of the future videos. But here I want to install, for example, I want to use Python 3.9 for my project. So I'm going to create this environment, and once the environment is created, I can activate this environment, and if I run now Python, I can easily you can see that I'm now running the 3.9 version of Python. If I want to go back for a different project, I need Python 3.11, so I can again activate the base environment, and you can see I am running Python 3.11. There are some packages you may want to run to install in different uh, virtual environments. So that's how you can install Python using these three different options. If you install it using Anaconda, you'll get the same options as Miniconda as well. The only differences will be that in the base environment, you will have thousands of packages already installed, which are compatible with each other as well, um, and you don't need to worry about the conflicts. I hope this video was useful. In the next video, we will mainly talk about the interactive development environments for Python, and then we will continue with experimenting with Python, with starting from variables and constants, and then we'll continue to the next steps. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe for more videos, and if you are interested in learning Python, I'll see you next time then. Thank you. Bye bye.